What is up, everybody? Tobiverse here. Today we have a talk about this news, which is like breaking headlines this weekend. Apparently, this new position at PlayStation is they are hiring a senior director, multi-platform, and account management position, where the whole goal is to be in charge of moving these PlayStation titles over to different platforms. Now, that is kind of crazy, and that made you go, PlayStation is definitely copying what Microsoft is doing. They're seeing how much money Microsoft is making from putting these games over to PlayStation. Like one of the biggest, highest selling games on PlayStation is Forza Horizon 5. One of the biggest selling games on PlayStation. So PlayStation is copying. PlayStation is bringing their PlayStation games over to different platforms. And it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy indeed. Gotta get this in the background because this has been a long time coming. Sony fans been making fun of Xbox guys because Xbox guys have not been liking these Xbox games going to PlayStation. It is like a complete 360. Where now we're getting PlayStation games on Xbox. Oh boy. All the butthurtness it's come full circle. This is just hilarious. Oh man, this is a time to be alive right now. Who's calling me? Yeah, but this just goes to show you that people can't be like this attached to these exclusive games anymore. Because exclusivity, these games cost so much to make on these different platforms. Whether it be Microsoft making first-party games, whether it be PlayStation making first-party games, these games cost a lot to make. So to bring these games over to these different platforms, they need to make that money back. So I kind of saw it coming with, like I said before, when Square Enix, it was definitely a big telling sound. Square Enix said they can't be exclusive anymore because they need to make more money. They're not doing exclusive partnerships with Sony. Kind of something to write on the wall then. Then when Microsoft started doing it, putting their games over to PlayStation, it was a big sign that, hey, PlayStation's going to do the same thing. And why wouldn't they? It's like they're making these big budget games. Why wouldn't they do it? But this is the position that Sony is hiring for. We're going to get to the main point, the overview of the position. Reporting to the Vice President, Commercial Management as a Senior Director of Multi-Platform and Account Management, you will play a critical leadership role in shaping and executing the commercial strategy for PlayStation Studios software titles across all digital platforms beyond PlayStation hardware. So no longer just stuck to the PS5. That is including Steam, Epic Game Store, Xbox, which is the big one, big highlight of this list right here, Nintendo, and mobile. So they're bringing games over to PC, Xbox, and Nintendo, and phones as well. But the big one we want to highlight is Xbox because they're supposed to be PlayStation's ops, but PlayStation is playing ball, putting these games over there. So we might see Spider-Man. This might be a thing that actually happens. A lot of Sony guys are saying just a few weeks ago, people were port begging for this thing, but this might actually happen. This might actually come to Xbox. It's like, hey, this game has been on PlayStation for release. It's been on PlayStation platforms for a long time. Why not bring it over to Xbox to get some extra revenue? So this might be a true thing right here. This might actually come to life. So hey, I am all for it because I would definitely double dip to play this game on Xbox. Now just say it's a positive. Like the whole console war thing, it's kind of done. Exclusive wise, the whole fanboys going at each other because of exclusives. It's kind of done. The only company I really see doing exclusives now is going to be Nintendo because their hardware is weaker than the other two. So I can see them doing an exclusive thing because you buy Nintendo to play these exclusive games. You don't really buy a PlayStation to play the exclusive games, to be honest. Most the average person doesn't buy a PlayStation to play God of War. They buy it to play Grand Theft Auto 6 because Grand Theft Auto 6 probably can get the most sales for PlayStation. Any exclusive they're going to drop. So you buy a PlayStation to play Madden, NBA 2K, Minecraft, and all that, etc. So yeah, we might see an end to this whole exclusivity nonsense, which I'm all for at this point in time. It's like the less consoles I gotta own, the better. So I'm all for it. I would definitely want to play some of these PlayStation games on Xbox, to be in all honesty. This person says they're going to do the same thing as Xbox did, but the difference is that PlayStation actually makes great games like the Xbox. That's why so many people keep buying these Xbox games like crazy. Like, what is this guy talking about? Hi-Fi Rush did great numbers on PlayStation. Sea of Thieves did big numbers. Grounded, they all did big numbers on PlayStation. And the Forza Horizon 5 is probably the most recent one that did breaking numbers. So I don't know what he's talking about. As obviously, Xbox makes great games that people on PlayStation want to buy. So that's just a copium statement right there. If you can't beat them, join them. Sony won't survive exclusivity long, so they had to do multi-plat. Yeah, at the end of the day, these people, these big positions, like these CEOs and stuff like that, like Satya Nadella and the CEO of PlayStation, they want to see that money. They want to see that revenue. They don't want to just see, hey, it's only on one platform. These big AAA games cost like $100, $200 million to make, or these ridiculous amounts of money to make. They want to see that money back and more. And I was like, yeah, this is the price strategy going forward for both these companies. So I don't even think it's even a shocking anymore because gaming is changing so much. So I don't see it as a shock, but it's kind of hilarious. The same thing people were making fun of Xbox guys over, the same thing is happening to PlayStation. It's just kind of hilarious. But it is kind of like it's still super vague. It's super vague, but it is saying something like we gotta bring these games over, but it doesn't say what type of games exactly. It just says PlayStation games. I would assume it's meaning exclusives though, because why would you do all this if it's not exclusives? If it's not like their big budget games over. So Sony is looking to bring more PlayStation games to Xbox. The next gen Xbox might be PlayStation PC games, and the PS5 now has a Series S mode. Interesting times ahead. Hell yeah, PlayStation and Xbox working together to share games like this is incredible for the players. Yeah, I think this overall just helps gaming in an end run of this. This is one of the news how PlayStation fanboys rethinking life choices. Yeah, if you're a fanboy, especially a Sony fanboy, this is probably terrible news for you. But if you're like the average PlayStation fan, I don't think you care. But Sony fanboys definitely taking an L. Those people who were so proud to brag about their exclusives, it was like Sony's putting an end to that. We're probably going to see a lot of these PlayStation exclusives on Xbox going forward. The same people who mocked the player base of the Xbox consoles is definitely going to play a part because 30 million consoles is not nothing to laugh at. But you know, some of these geniuses think 30 million consoles is nothing. So PlayStation thinks otherwise. They think Xbox is a console worth investing into. No point to buying a PlayStation anymore. Xbox was already the better system plus Game Pass. I kind of agree. I think Xbox is the better system. A lot of service games will be multi-platform. Single-player games will remain exclusive. This is the new copium people are saying, but we don't know for sure. I think we're going to see their single-player games like Horizon, Spider-Man, God of War on Xbox. I think that's what the future is telling right there. Because why would you make a big announcement like this if it's not bringing the big games over? If it's just bringing live service games, then you would make this big of an announcement. But I don't know. It's still too vague. But I think those big games, those big AAA games are coming over Xbox. Finally moving in the right direction. We don't need consoles to compete with exclusive games. They need to be competing with features / technology like mostly every other industry. Oh boy, I'm excited for this, but wannabe console warriors are not going to enjoy this. Yeah, if you are a Sony fanboy, like, how do you feel about this? Like, you can't be feeling good. You like that scene from Avengers Infinity War, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Like, you can't be feeling good with this news like this. Like, they're putting these PlayStation exclusives over to Xbox now. It's like the console wars is over. It's like it's over. Astrobot, I don't know. This is like on Xbox. Who knows? But I could definitely see Demon Souls. Probably another one that comes to Xbox. It's like, why would they not? Why would you not bring it over? It's like they done making money on PlayStation. Why not bring these games over to Xbox at this point in time? I just want to see the meltdowns over this because it ain't really sunk against a lot of these Sony guys. I want to see the meltdowns over this because it's like if you're a fanboy, it's like it's over with. To all the snakes that infiltrated the PlayStation community and the actual grifters that just wanted to profit on console wars, go ahead and apologize to me. I've been proven right as always. Yeah, it's like Microsoft always invents some new type of meta. It was achievements. It was with online. They always invent something, but then PlayStation copies it. So another direction. Microsoft start putting their games on the platforms like PlayStation. PlayStation start copying. So they gotta follow the trend. I'm about to be hella trolling these dudes next year. Oh man. Honestly, PlayStation barely releases first party games these days, and the ones they do release don't sell as much as they did last generation. That is very true. The pool of potential customers must increase. PlayStation players have proven to not be enough. Honestly, very true. So, we said these PlayStation games be selling on PlayStation. A lot of these games be flopping. They're going to be doing well. Like Astrobot is another example. The game sold like 1.5 million. Like already when Forza Horizon 5 released, it already broke its record. It sold more than Astrobot, which is like the game of the year for last year. So, yeah, I can definitely see how they want to make more money. Because a lot of these games, PlayStation gamers don't buy. So, they need to increase that revenue. So, I'm all for it. Once again, it is kind of hilarious. Very hilarious, I might add. I think, yeah, but overall, I think this is great for gaming. Sony is hiring for people to bring games over. Bring PlayStation games at that over. So, I'm for it. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like if you like this video. And as always, thanks for watching, and peace.